In recent Marvel Comics X-Men titles, the mutants are trying to exact vengeance against a deadly blow dealt from the anti-mutant group known as Orchis. In order to exact their plans, Orchis embedded a kill switch within the Krakoan medicines and sowed so much distrust within the public. Now, our team of mutants are trying to deactivate the kill switch and put a stop to some of Orcus's plans. But in the pages of Marvel Comics X-Men 31, the artificial intelligence known as Nimrod has already caught wind of our mutants' plans. My name is Oracle Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and check in on the X-Men's flagship series as the Krakoan Age of Comics winds down. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button over on this video. The Ultimate Mutant Hunter. The X-Men lived in fear of Nimrod's creation, and now it's clear why. The ultimate weapon of mutant extinction is ever adapting, ever evolving, with only one goal: death to mutant kind. X-Men issue 31 is written over from Gerry Duggan, featuring artwork from Phil Noto. We have letters from VC's Clayton Cowles, designed from Tom Muller and Bowen, and a gorgeous cover coming in directly from Joshua Cassara and Marte Gracia. Really love how Marte Gracia and Cassara are able to render so much of our underground team of X-Men over with Nimrod featured just in the middle of this cover here. Want to extend a thank you over to Adventures in Poor Taste and preview some of Phil Noto's just epic art recounting the situation that Talon and Synch ended up in towards the final pages within X-Men issue 30. As our team of mutants were trying to really undo the kill switch within the Krakoan medicines, they were unable to return from the High Evolutionaries Counter-Earth without paying a massive price, as the character of Talon had to become embedded into Synch's head in order to keep her consciousness within the span of the issue. Really watching Synch and Talon kind of come together and discuss the course of their relationship within this really deadly scenario in X-Men 31 is just really fascinating. I think Phil Noto as an artist does a wonderful job capturing the tense facial expressions and really dramatic moment within the course of X-Men 31. I think the negative space also accommodates the really tense mood between these two characters as well. Also, the park bench motif is just a really cool visual. It's something that's come up again and again throughout the X-Men's Krakoan era, so I'm really happy to see this specific visual referenced here in the pages of X-Men 31. Another really interesting element within X-Men 31 is just how closely Gerry Duggan has stuck to his specific cast of characters within the flagship X-Men comic book. We really get a check-in over with the character of Synch, accommodated by both Nightcrawler and Shadowcat. In particular, I think Gerry Duggan has really utilized Shadowcat ever since the fallout of the Hellfire Gala in this latest phase within the X-Men ongoing series. I thought there were some really phenomenal character moments between Kitty and Synch in the issue as well. Watching Synch really come to grips with his situation and rise up in order to fight alongside his fellow X-Men and do battle with Nimrod was just a great character arc and a really interesting way to progress his character, as Synch has so much responsibility in this late-stage Krakoan era of X-Men. Another really fun element within X-Men 31 was seeing how Spider-Man and Kamala Khan really anticipated the arrival and battle with the Nimrod artificial intelligence. There were some really strong moments of humor captured nicely from Phil Noto. However, I do think the art took a bit of a negative turn towards the actual fight consisting of Nimrod and some of our X-Men characters. There was something about the fight choreography within those pages that managed to capture, I think, a bit too much humor in the middle of this scene where our characters are exacting vengeance after Nimrod took so many lives of their fellow X-Men. Ultimately, I don't think these elements completely derail X-Men 31 as a comic book series, but it is a notable shift that I would like to see improved over with Phil Noto. I think one element that could really improve the art moving forward is if Nimrod was interpreted as maybe just a larger figure on the comic book page in order to build just more natural animosity between our X-Men characters and the villains of Orchis and Nimrod in particular. So at the end of the day here, I think X-Men issue 31 was a tremendous chapter of the series, really focusing in on some great characterization for various cast members within the Underground X-Men. Elsewhere, the characters of Peter Parker and Kamala Khan really embedded some of the additional humor within the context of this chapter of X-Men. It's really interesting to see just how many different tones Gerry Duggan is able to embed within the context of one individual chapter of X-Men. But I want to know from you, what were some of your thoughts over on this issue? Did you appreciate all the relationship drama within Synch and Talon in the midst of the X-Men's deadly battle over with Nimrod? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for catching our video review over on X-Men 31, and we'll be back to see wherever this series is headed in the near future. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.